Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. And today we're going to learn about graphing quadratic function in vertex form. Vertex is the minimum or maximum value of the parabola. We all know that the graph of quadratic function is called the parabola, which is like a U shape. And this point here is your vertex. And that is the minimum value if it opens upward. If it opens downward, that's your vertex there. But in this case, that's the maximum. That's your vertex. And in this kind of form, you can see that the vertex is already basically laid out for you in this form. The vertex form is y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k, wherein your h and k is your vertex. And that represent those points there, okay, on your parabola. Okay, let's go ahead now. Okay, so here's the technique in identifying the vertex, okay? We all know by now that this is the vertex form. Y is equal to a x minus h squared plus k. The h and the k is the vertex. And the axis of symmetry is x equal to h, okay? So by looking at the equation here on the left, y is equal to x minus 4 squared plus h. The axis of symmetry, according to the formula here, is x minus h. What is h on the equation? The h here is 4, and this is the k. Because follow the pattern here. Y is equal to a. A in this problem is 1. X is still x. H is still negative 4, or 4, I mean. And k there is h. So the axis of symmetry is x is equal to h. What is h on the problem here? If you say the answer is 4, you're right. So you will write here x equal to 4. But the vertex there is whatever that number, 4, comma, and the k, which is on this problem, is 8. So that's the vertex for 8. Now, since the value of a here is equal to 1, that opens upward. Okay? One more. So look at the second problem. This is first example, second, third, and fourth. Look at the second example. This is negative 1. There's an invisible number 1 there. So since that's negative 1, it opens downward. This is plus 3. That's your h. And this is your k. Remember that the h, according to the formula, has to be minus. So it has to be the opposite. But since it is positive 3, so the h there should be negative 3. And remember, h is our axis of symmetry here. So x is equal to negative 3. And whatever that number here has to go right here as the vertex. What is the value of my k? It's negative 1. So the vertex is negative 3, negative 1. Make sense? One more. Y is equal to negative. That's negative 1. So we know it opens downward. The expression inside the quantity is x plus 1. That's your h. But since that's positive, you reverse it. It becomes x is equal to negative 1. Since the axis of symmetry is negative 1, you're going to put negative 1 here. What's the value of k? K is the number outside. Do you see any number outside? No. So that should be invisible 0. And that's your vertex, negative 1, 0. Here, x squared plus 3. There is no parenthesis here. That means it's technically x plus 0 squared plus 3. This is how you can rewrite this problem. So in this case here, what's the value of h? H is 0. 0 is not a negative nor a positive, so x is equal to 0 only. And if that's 0, the vertex is 0, comma, 3. And since this is positive 1 there, that opens upward. And that's how you find the vertex as symmetry. Again, what is the vertex? Vertex is the minimum point or the maximum point there. And the axis of symmetry is the one that cut it into half. So if you have a parabola like opens downward, this is your vertex, and the axis of symmetry goes through the vertex and cuts the parabola into two equal parts. Let's go to the next problem. This time, we're given f of x equal to x plus 3 squared minus 1. What is our vertex here? The vertex here is, remember, the equation is y is equal to ax minus h squared plus k. The h here is 3, but that's minus, and this is plus, so you do the opposite. So the vertex here is negative 3, comma, the number outside is your k, negative 1. So go into negative 3, comma, negative 1, okay? Now, I'm going to put the negative 3 here. I'm going to put the negative 1 there. There's a pattern called the Rule 1-3. Rule 1-3 is the strategy on graphing a quadratic function. Let me show you how to do it here, okay? The Rule 1-3 is this. Once you find the vertex, which is negative 3, negative 1, instead of drawing a point table of values here, I'm just going up 1 over 1, up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. And then you will do the reflection on the other side and reflection right here. That will give me the points that I could have gotten on the table of values. So you can just connect these points here and kaboom. That is your parabola. But since the vertex is negative 3, negative 1, which is this point here, what is our axis of symmetry? Our axis of symmetry, according to the formula, is x is equal to h. The h here is negative 3. So x equal to negative 3. So you're going to draw a line passing through the vertex. And that's your x is equal to negative 3. And look, the value of your one of the a here is positive 1. That's why it opens upward. And that's the graph. Let's do one more. All right, let's try this one here. X minus 2 squared minus 2. Again, we know that y is equal to ax minus h squared plus k. What is our axis of symmetry? Remember, x equal to h. H here is equal to 2, not negative 2, because that negative is part of the formula here. H is equal to 2, so therefore axis of symmetry is x equal to 2. Now, if we know that x equals 2, the axis of symmetry, the vertex will have a 2 comma something. What is the invisible number here? That's your k. Remember, vertex h and k? K is the number outside of the vertex form, which is negative 2 here. So that's going to be negative 2. If you would like to draw a table of values, I'm going to put in the middle 2 and negative 2. 2, negative 2. That's my vertex, this orange point here. Now, applying the Rule 1-3-5, you can use 1-3-5 or 1-3. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, we can stay with 1 and 3. The Rule 1-3, it tells you how much you go up. You always go over. Okay, you go up by 1 over, go up 3 over. Okay, from the vertex. So from here you go up 1 over, up 3, 1, 2, 3 over. Reflection, reflection, and just simply connect the points and draw your parabola. Okay, very simple, right? In case we have a negative here, let's say this problem here is negative, negative parenthesis x minus 2 squared minus 2. Again, we're gonna have the same thing. The axis of symmetry is x equal to positive 2. The vertex here is 2 comma negative 2. The 2 here, because of the 2, this is the h and this is the k. So you're gonna go with 2, negative 2. But since this is negative, you're still gonna apply the Rule 1-3. That means this time, since it's negative, it opens downward. So it goes something like this. So therefore, you're gonna go down 1 over, down 3 over. So down 1 over down 3. 1, 2, 3 over. Then reflection on the other side, and you just connect your U shape. Kaboom. Very simple, right? Let's do one more here. All right, there you go. It's another negative. This is nice. So I have here y is equal to negative x minus 1 squared plus 3. Okay, so we know that y is equal to ax minus h squared plus k. On this case, we know that a is negative 1, so therefore it opens downward. The h here is 1. I know this is negative, but the formula is negative, so therefore h is 1. The k there is positive 3. And the formula for as of symmetry is x equal to h, which is x is equal to 1. And the vertex there is hk. On this case, the vertex is hk is 1, comma 3. So 1, comma 3, there you go. That's the vertex, that's red point there. Now, since the value of a is negative, it opens downward. So I'm going to apply the rule 1, 3. That means I'm going to go down 1 over, down 3, 1, 2, 3 over. Reflection on the other side, reflection right here. And you're going to connect the points, and that's your parabola. Now, I normally forget this one, but I'm going to tell you now, the axis of symmetry is x equal to 1. That means you're going to draw a line that crosses the vertex, a straight vertical line. Could be dotted or any straight line. That's your x equal to 1, the axis of symmetry. Okay? All right.